and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today I'm going to be doing one of my officially first deep dives into Beachbody. So today we're going to go all throughout Beachbody. We're going to talk about the ins and outs of the MLM, literally everything you could possibly think of. I will have timestamps in the description box so you guys can, skip through to the parts that you want to see or maybe parts that you don't know, whatever it may be. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's get into today's video. So today I thought Beachbody would be the first MLM I would start off my 2021 deep dive into because that was the MLM I was in for 2 years. It was actually founded in 1998 by Carl Daikeler and John Congdon, and the company started just like any other weight loss company. It started running infomercials. You would usually see their advertisements on TV. They did not start off as an MLM, so it's very, very important to remember. In 2007, Carl Daikeler started to do direct sales where you sell directly to consumers. And during that time, he actually made a lot more than he was making just doing infomercials. So I will have a link down below of the numbers. But during the direct selling phase, it was shown that by 2012, per the DSN's Global 100 with net sales, he made $218 million. So this was really the point where you could tell that Carl Daikeler knew that he was on to something. He was making more money than he was used to or that his company was making before. So around 2014, they really started focusing on the MLM aspect and moved forward with building their company as an MLM. So a lot of people know Beachbody as, oh, I remember doing P90X, years back. I actually have photos of myself doing P90X with my aunt when I was like a kid or a preteen. So this is a company that a lot of people would use back in the day because it was used just on infomercials. But in 2014, they did become an MLM, and I really feel like they became one because he really seen how much they were making by doing direct sales. So Carl Daikeler could tell that this was a very smart business move to make. So you may be wondering, what does Beachbody have? So Beachbody sells workout programs with at-home fitness videos. They also sell supplements like pre and post workout. They even include supplements like collagen, protein bars, and they also have meal plans. They provide meal plans with every single workout video that they have. And then they have 2 specialized meal plans called To Be Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix that are specialized videos. The Ultimate Portion Fix is actually a meal plan that teaches you how to put your food in containers, which is meant to help you portion control. But I have seen so many dietitians actually debunk this and show that using those containers is really having people undereat and they are not getting enough nutrients in their day. Along with that, To Be Mindset is also just another one I really don't recommend. So these workout programs and meal plans are actually curated by actual licensed dietitians and actual personal trainers. So this is a huge reason why a lot of the people that join Beachbody that aren't certified feel like it's okay for them to promote the MLM and to promote themselves as coaches because they are actually just selling programs and selling meal plans from actual licensed individuals, which we will continue to talk about that in a minute and why that is really extremely harmful. So let's look over some of the products that they have. The 2 main ones I want to look over is their pre and post workout. Their pre-workout actually costs $50 to be exact, $49.95 just for a 30-day supply. Their post-workout costs $69.95, so $70 for a 30-day supply of their post-workout, or to be more specific, 20 servings. So $70 for 20 servings is a lot. Personally, I compare them to PE Science, which is a really, really great brand that I am obsessed with, that I love. They have great ingredients. They are a really good brand to align yourselves with. And when we compare the prices, their pre-workout has a 30-day supply. And if you subscribe to their 30-day subscription, you actually will save 15% off. So instead of their normal price of their pre-workout for a 40-day supply being $35, you can actually get it for $29. And then with their post-workout, a 27-day supply is also $29 with that subscribe and save 15%. And to get a 55-day supply, you can get that for $50. So when you look at the difference of the price, it's actually quite insanity that their post-workout is $70 for a 20-day supply, but you can go to PE Science and get 55 servings for $50, which is even cheaper than the 20 servings that Beachbody has you get. Shakeology is another supplement that is huge for Beachbody and very huge for their distributors and their coaches. They talk about it all the time. It's something that they are always promoting and wanting people to purchase. And it's kind of one of Beachbody's staples when it comes to their supplements. So let's look at the backstory of Beachbody's Shakeology. So, the backstory on Shakeology. Beachbody states that Shakeology is a superfood nutrition shake that can be a spark that promotes positive change in your life. They do say to drink it daily, that it can help you build a strong nutritional foundation of healthy energy and vitality you need to take on daily challenges for a healthier diet, whatever. Shakeology was actually created by Beachbody CEO Carl Daikeler and Carl Daikeler's wife, who they say is a fitness advocate, Isabel Daikeler, and superfood hunter Darian O'Lean. The idea was to create a nutrition product that would help restore some of the nutrients that our modern diets might be missing through a delicious, I beg to differ, shake made with a high standard of ingredient sourcing and quality. From the beginning, Shakeology was envisioned as a whole new type of shake. The promise between the founders was that they would never compromise health benefits for cost, and so on and so forth. So clearly it's like this magical shake, in their opinion, that people must need because, they're bringing things into your diet that a modern diet doesn't have. With that being said, when we ask the question of what is Shakeology and is it a meal replacement, they say by itself Shakeology does not replace a meal, but that they also say it can certainly be a part of a balanced meal, which is very confusing to me. Then if we actually skip down a couple of sentences, you will actually see Beachbody say, in other words, Shakeology is not a meal replacement, but is considered to be a healthy way to tide you over, keep you from pigging out, and help you stay on course with your diet. If that doesn't sound like diet culture to me, I don't know what does. I'm also going to link a video down below of Abby Sharp, who is a dietitian, and she actually goes over Shakeology, does it have benefits, and she'll be able to give you a little bit more information than I would on Shakeology because I am no dietitian. Now we must go over really quickly what the price of Shakeology is. Shakeology is $130 for either a 30 bag serving or a 24 single serving packet so that you can try different flavors at one time. I'm confused. $130 every 30 days? So most people ask, why are the prices so much higher? So my theory in all of this is that these companies like Beachbody have to really hike up their prices so that they can pay their distributors. Their distributors are the ones that are selling these products, right? So clearly Beachbody also has to make a profit off of this sale, while one, paying the Beachbody distributor commission, then having to pay everyone in that upline commission off of that sale, or what we like to call a team cycle bonus. So they still have to profit off of that product. So that is why the product is really hiked up with prices, because they have to, because Beachbody still has to look out for themselves because they are a company in the long run. So how the company advertises. Beachbody is a little bit different, I would say, than a lot of other MLMs. So clearly we know that Beachbody uses their distributors as their walking advertisements. That's what I like to call it. So Beachbody coaches actually pay a fee monthly just that they can advertise Beachbody products, which is why I like to call them a walking advertisement. On top of that, Beachbody is also the #1 MLM that I see mostly actually do ads. So someone actually sent me this recently, but I have seen ads on Groupon. Literally Beachbody promoting themselves on Groupon, on YouTube, on infomercials still to this day.
Hi, you ever heard of Beachbody On Demand? Hold on one second. Here is your free membership. I'm Carl Daikeler, the CEO of Beachbody, and I just sent a free membership to another customer, and I'm giving another 1 million memberships away free to anyone who texts me right now to join the largest fitness community in the world.
What I find funny about that being one of the most common infomercials is if you actually go to the Beachbody website and you click on Beachbody On Demand, you scroll all the way over into the end. You're going to see where it says $0 to $99. You'll click buy now. Clearly, this is just an example. I do not recommend anyone buying from a business like this, an MLM. I don't think the structure is good in any way to support, but I just want to show you guys something. You're going to go to select your 3-month membership, and why don't you look at that? It says $0. And then when you look at the bottom, it says you get a 14-day free trial, which is the exact same thing he was just promoting. So in the infomercial, Carl Daikeler wants to make you feel as if you're getting something special and you're getting this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a free membership, when in all actuality, you're only getting a 14-day free trial, where on that 15th day, you're actually going to be charged $40. It's also funny that this is actually something that's open to anyone to try at any time. Like I just showed you how to do it
on their website. But again, he wants to make it feel as if this is something special. And I say, don't be fooled by that. Again, I do not recommend supporting a company like this, but that is just my opinion. It is my opinion that there are so many other health and wellness resources that don't run like Beachbody does, being an MLM structure. But again, that is your decision to make and not mine. So I hope to show all of the facts in this video so that you can make a better informed decision.
So they are still paying for advertisement, even though they have these people like distributors as their walking advertisement. I also see a lot of times people in my YouTube videos tell me, hey Deanna, you know how many Beachbody ads I've seen in this video, which is very common for their ads to be on my videos. So please be on the lookout for this, as they still utilize ads as a way to promote their business. Now I wanted to look over what the comp plan is. So what is the comp plan for Beachbody? How do the distributors get paid? So they actually use a binary compensation plan. A binary compensation plan is very popular with MLMs because it does what no other MLM compensation plan does, and that is essentially pay you an unlimited number of levels of downlines. What that means is no matter how big you grow your pyramid, you will always get paid for every line of people under you, for every, trickle in the pyramid. Other MLMs actually have a stipulation on how many levels you can get paid. So like I said, other MLMs, maybe they say, oh, you can only get paid up to 5 levels, which means you can only get paid for 5 levels of your downline, and anyone else who accumulates after that, you cannot get paid for. Beachbody does not do this. So these distributors do get paid an unlimited number of levels, and that accumulates to volume. So essentially you have what we like to call a right leg and a left leg. So imagine a pyramid structure forming right now. I will put a photo up. When you sign people up, so say I'm a distributor, if I sign someone up, the computer will automatically place them on the left leg or the right leg. Now with Beachbody, you actually have 5 business days to swap legs if you want to swap people around. So whenever a distributor signs another distributor up, it goes on the right or left leg, and then based on the team volume produced by each leg, you get paid your team cycle bonus. Essentially what that means is the more that your downline is recruiting and buying products, the more you're going to get paid. So I do want to stop here and actually show you guys some of the ways that the distributors promote and advertise on social media that I find very harmful and very toxic, as a lot of these distributors are not certified, and they are not actual dietitians to be giving out meal plan advice, and they are not personal trainers to be giving out advice. Now, some people who do join Beachbody are personal trainers. Some people who do join are dietitians, but I find that also very weird that they would take their credentials and go to a company like this with this kind of background and this kind of shadiness, in my opinion. So here are some photos and some ways that I see people promoting online.
So here we had someone asked a Beachbody distributor that they were interested in signing up, and they were wondering if that distributor had any certifications as a coach. The person actually said you can get a certification in the 2 nutrition plans they offer, essentially saying that Beachbody will certify them in a Beachbody nutrition program. And then they also said they have professionals who create the workout programs, so coaches don't need certifications. That's very problematic. Here we have a distributor with an Instagram post where they literally stated that their infertility was overcome due to Beachbody, that their debt was overcome because of Beachbody. They're financially free. Now they're not getting divorces, that their marriage is good because of Beachbody. They say some other stuff that I don't want to publicly say on my YouTube channel. So you can continue to read this, because they even use the S word and say that they have been cured of their mental health disorders due to Beachbody. Very, very harmful. Now we have someone saying Beachbody supplements cured her diseases and headaches. This is extremely harmful and such misinformation on top of health claims that can totally be reported to Beachbody and the FTC. Again, these Beachbody distributors are not personal trainers or dietitians or health coaches, so this is really harmful to talk about on a public platform.
I talk a ton about my superfoods, but I rarely share with you what's in them. But there's just so much goodness in this that you can't find anywhere else, and the amount that it would cost you to take all of these supplements or find them in other foods, $20+. Shakes have helped me so much when it comes to my celiac and with just my gut health. I used to struggle with going to the bathroom regularly, and I do not have that problem anymore. I don't suffer from bloating and stomach pain. I no longer get like headaches consistently. My energy is consistent throughout the day. Like this straight up has like saved me and so many of my clients. So highly, highly recommend this.
So now that you've seen some of those photos, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the actual distributors, the ranks, and everything like that. So you may be asking, what is the rank structure? So the rank structure, they have actually 19 different ranks. The first one being coach, then you have Emerald Coach, Ruby Coach, Diamond Coach, and then you also have 1 to 15 star diamonds per their income disclosure statement. So now I'm going to dive into the income disclosure statement really quickly. I'm not going to do a huge dive into this income disclosure statement because I actually have a video that I will link down below that goes very, very in depth on the income disclosure statement if you want to check that out. But as you can see here, this shows that the percent of coaches that are the coach rank are 77.3%. So most of them never even rank advance to the first Emerald rank. Next, Emerald rank consists of 18.3% of coaches. Ruby Coach is only 0.8%. Then you have Diamond coaches make up 2.3% of the company. And then any star diamond from 1 to 15 star only makes up 1.2% of the company, which I feel makes the numbers really skewed. When you put 15 different ranks in one column, it's really going to skew the numbers on the average income that is earned, which I find very shady. But that is the rank structure if you are ever confused. If someone in Beachbody is like, yes, I'm diamond, I'm 2-star, 3-star, 4-star diamond, that is how the rank structure works. And included with that, I actually made a video 2 weeks ago that was the part 1 to this deep dive, and it actually dived into the ranks and the bonuses that you can actually earn from Beachbody, which I will link down below if you want. Very in-depth information. It's a 40-minute video, so it is very long, and I really try and explain things as good as possible. But with that being said, the bonuses, they do have a couple of bonuses you can earn in Beachbody. The first one is the Fast Start bonus, which any Beachbody coach can earn. Then you have Team Cycle bonus and Matching bonus, which can only be earned by people who rank advance, by people who are Emerald coaches and above, meaning you must recruit in order to earn these bonuses, which is again very shady. I would have less of an issue if people could rank advance from products sold over recruiting people, but it doesn't work like that. You have to recruit people in order to earn these bonuses. And the last bonus that they really have is their Star Diamond Leader bonus. So again, if you want a little bit more explanation into the bonuses, you can definitely go and check that out. So now I like to, in these deep dives, talk about if they have any trip opportunities. Beachbody does have a couple of trip opportunities. They actually have 3 different ones that are done by Beachbody itself, and those do include Summit. So Summit is a yearly thing that happens in Beachbody. Every single summer, you will see people going on this extravagant little vacation. In all actuality, it's not very much of a vacation. A lot of the times you are in courses and classes, having to learn how to do things from the top people in the MLM who honestly don't really teach you much, and you spend 4 days in places like Indianapolis and New Orleans learning things that you probably already know and that are probably not going to be very, very useful for you. So they do have that, but you do have to pay in order to go there, so it's not like it's some exclusive trip. They then do provide what's called the New Leader Conference, and the New Leader Conference is a trip opportunity that people get if they hit a Star Diamond rank in the year prior. For example, if I hit the Star Diamond, 1-star diamond in 2018, in 2019 I will be invited to the New Leader Conference. This conference is actually mostly paid for by Beachbody. You do have to find your own flight, so your own airfare and your own car rental or ways to get to the hotel, but everything else after that is paid for. And that leads me into the Leadership Conference. Now, in order to be invited to their Leadership Conference that always happens around November of each year, you have to be a 5-star diamond and above. So what I feel like they do, and again, this is just my opinion, I feel as if Beachbody does the New Leader Conference for Star Diamond coaches and the Leadership Conference for 5-star diamond coaches as a way to sort of bribe them. I actually had the opportunity to go on this trip as I made it to a 1-star diamond coach with Beachbody, and let me tell you, every day they had breakfast and lunch and dinners. They put me up in a fancy hotel on the 60th floor. They did a lot, and it felt as if they really tried to bribe you while I was there. They gave me gifts every day. Every time I would come back from one of the conferences, I would have gifts in my hotel room. And on top of that, it's really a way to promote FOMO for your team. So when you are starting to build a team in Beachbody and you are getting to these higher ranks, it is now showing your downline and people on the team like, look what what you could have. You could be in this fancy hotel. You could be catered for by Beachbody. You can be getting all of these gifts if you just work hard enough to make it to this 1-star diamond rank. And per the income disclosure statement, only 1.2% of coaches ever make it to this rank. 1.2% is not a lot of people that make it to a star diamond rank. With that being said, does Beachbody have a car opportunity? They do not have a car opportunity that I could talk about with you guys today. So let's move on to the next thing. I want to talk about lawsuits. Beachbody has had a couple of lawsuits that I think is really important to hit on. The first lawsuit was filed in 2020 with someone stating that their private information has been sold to third-party apps and individuals, resulting in a VPPA violation. This class action lawsuit actually does not have any results yet, so I cannot give you that, as this was filed at the end of 2020, where someone was accusing Beachbody of selling their information to third-party apps and third-party individuals, which is really shady. So I'm very curious what's going to happen with this lawsuit, and I will definitely keep you guys informed when I find out any more information. Number 2, Beachbody actually settled for $3.6 million in 2017 to settle a lawsuit from the actual city of Santa Monica. And the lawsuit was settled over automatic credit card renewals. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this. It says, Santa Monica weight loss and supplement company Beachbody has agreed to pay $3.6 million to settle a lawsuit from the city of Santa Monica over automatic credit card renewals. Beachbody, which sells exercise videos and supplements to provide weight loss programs, has agreed to change its website and alter its sales practices, according to the Santa Monica City Attorney. The Consumer Protection Division of the attorney's office had filed a lawsuit against Beachbody, alleging the company was charging its customers' credit cards on an automatic recurring basis without the requirement written consent of customers. The court judgment approved by LA County Superior Court Judge on Monday requires that they pay $3.6 million in the form of restitution to nonprofit groups focusing on community health and nutrition programs. So all in all, what was happening was Beachbody was essentially having these reoccurring charges on people's cards and charging them monthly without them essentially knowing that they were going to be charged. When I was at Beachbody, I actually had this happen to me a couple of times, even though I was with Beachbody after 2017, after they settled this lawsuit, and I was charged a lot of times for times that I did not want to be charged, and it would take them months to give me refunds. So I have personally experienced how it is for a company to take advantage of you, and take advantage of your money, and take advantage of you trying their products by having you on this like automatic credit card renewal. So now Beachbody has stated that they will be including customer consent through a separate checkbox for subscription renewals, and clearly disclosing the renewal terms and sending reminders of upcoming renewals and allowing customers to cancel their orders. From my personal experience, I never had a sent reminder. I was with Beachbody for 2 years. After 2017, I quit Beachbody at the beginning of 2020, and I literally never, ever got a reminder that I had a subscription renewal coming. I think that that's a little shady, and I'm definitely going to be reporting them now that I have seen this happen, because I have a lot of proof that they have not sent me emails. I would have to talk to them over and over again. I would be live chatting their customer service, and I would never have people, sending me an email saying you have a renewal coming up, because that's very helpful if companies do that to remind you that you have something coming up, which I just feel Beachbody really lacks at that. So that's why I tell people not to really get involved, because if you get involved with Beachbody and you even just want to try a product, you may end up out of a lot of money. You will probably be calling them over and over again. You will probably have to pay to send the item back. So that happened to me. Beachbody even said that they didn't want to send me a sticker to send it back, like a postal sticker. So I ended up having to pay like $15 just to send the product back that wasn't supposed to even be sent to me in the first place. And another issue with this actually with Beachbody is I have had times where they would charge my card. Say today's Monday and they charge my card. I would call them the second I seen that my card was charged, and their response to me was, no, we cannot give you a refund until the product arrives to your house, and then when it arrives to your house, you must send it back to us, and then when it's sent back to us, give us 7 business days. And I asked them, well, why can't you refund me? And they said, oh, because it's already been purchased. Okay, I've had a lot of other issues with other companies where I've purchased something on accident. I've actually done this with Amazon where I've accidentally automatically checked out and they've refunded me the day of with no issues. They aren't just going to automatically send you the product. I personally feel, in my opinion, that Beachbody does this because they don't want you to return their products. So they probably personally feel that if the product is sent to your house, you'll be less likely to send it back to them, which is fairly true. Let me know down below if you are someone that does this, where if you get a product sent to your house that wasn't meant to be sent, you're a little bit too lazy to send it back. That's me. That's exactly what I do. And then with the lawsuits, I did want to actually link this to. There is a website, www.bbb.org, which you can actually look at the nonstop complaints that have happened over the years that have to include complaints on advertising issues, complaints on billing problems, complaints on delivery issues, complaints on guaranteed warranty problems, and people have actually reported complaints over problems with their products and services. If you want to read that, you can totally go and check it out. I will leave that link down below. So now I want to dive into the really harmful effects that can happen if you are a Beachbody coach. When you sign up with Beachbody as a distributor, as an MLM rep, they will actually start to call you a Beachbody coach. I put that in quotations because take that quote very lightly, take that word very lightly. Most people who join Beachbody, they are not personal trainers, they are not dietitians, they're not nutritionists, they're not anything. They're not even a dang health coach. They're not even someone who has taken a dang course to become a health coach, let alone go to actual college to become a dietitian. And I find this very harmful for multiple reasons. On the meal plan side of things, when you have people who are uneducated, essentially trying to teach people meal plans, teach them things like this, it can lead people down a wrong path. It can lead people down issues with their bodies, issues with eating disorders. I have had many people come to me since my time speaking out about Beachbody, saying that Beachbody has led them to actually have an ED. And because of going through Beachbody and listening to these uneducated individuals, and I'm not trying to say uneducated in a mean way. I'm not saying these people are dumb, like they're not educated at all. I'm just saying they're not educated in meal plans and workouts. They should not be teaching people this because they do not have the qualifications to do so. So my next issue is on the flip side of that with the whole personal trainer aspect. So clearly with Beachbody, as I said before, their workouts are made from people who are personal trainers. They actually call them what they like to call them as super trainers. So Beachbody super trainers are the ones that come out with these programs, but then they want Beachbody coaches to promote the programs, right? In this realm, they're uneducated in workouts and proper form and proper workouts for certain injuries and things like that. So I've seen plenty of times Beachbody coaches, and remember, they are not coaches. Beachbody trains them and makes them believe as if they are actual coaches, when in all actuality, they are not. They are people who signed up with Beachbody, and that is it. That is literally it. So with personal training and with these workouts, this can lead people down a wrong path. One, you can be giving workout programs to people that shouldn't be using those type of programs. You can also be telling people or trying to teach people workout forms and, oh, this is how you do a bicep curl. This is the right form for it. But if you're not an actual personal trainer, you shouldn't be teaching people forms for workout moves and for exercises. It's wrong. And thirdly, I've seen many, many, many people with Beachbody that are quote unquote Beachbody coaches say, oh, if you have an injury, here's what you do instead. Oh, if you have an injury, you should do this workout program. Stop right there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They should not be telling people who are previously injured what they should and should not do with their bodies. That should be their doctor. That should be their physical therapist and their personal trainer to know what is going on with their actual body and to understand it. With my personal experience, I'm actually someone who essentially fractured my hip when I was in the military. I have very bad back problems, and going through with Beachbody, I would notice, wow, my hips are really sore, my back really hurts, and there was no one I could truly ask that could give me the correct answers beside my physical therapist on why this was happening. And then you have Beachbody coaches who try and tell you, oh, you should use this program or you should do this modification, when they don't actually know what I should be doing for a prior hip fracture and the type of moves I should be doing, the type of modifications I should be doing for my body. So I find this very harmful, which leads me into jobs being taken. I really dislike that some of these MLMs, but with Beachbody specifically, that they're taking actual jobs from dietitians, nutritionists, and personal trainers. I feel like we should leave it up to the professionals. We should leave all of this up to the professionals. We should leave it up to them to be teaching people what they should be eating, what should be going into their body, what their body could do, what they should do with their injuries, how they should work out, what form they should be doing, if their form's messed up, how to fix it. All of these things can be very problematic and can hurt people. If we have these Beachbody quote unquote coaches out here saying, oh yeah, you can do that with your injury, and watch that person get injured even more. Now, I did forget to say this in the beginning. You may be wondering, how do people become a Beachbody coach? So you only need two things to become a Beachbody coach. One, a social security number, and two, to be the age of 18. And I guess three, you need to buy a starter kit. So in order to become a Beachbody coach, if you're 18, if you have a social security number, or in Canada, whatever their number is called, and you have the money to buy a starter kit, you can become a Beachbody coach.
So now I'm going to walk you through how someone would normally sign up with Beachbody. I like to show this in a deep dive because clearly anyone who joins an MLM has gone through this exact process that I'm going to take you through right now. And it's very important to show that if we're talking about this MLM, the background on this MLM, and how it is to be a part of this MLM. So first, there are two ways to sign up. The first way is kind of how I'm showing you right now, which is where you go to beachbody.com to sign up as a coach, or number two, you actually sign up with a specific Beachbody coach. Like I said, those distributors or quote unquote coaches that are on social media recruiting people and having people join their team. You can either sign up with them and their specific link that they have for you. So if you go to just the normal Beachbody website to sign up, you will actually be assigned a Beachbody coach at random to be in their downline, and Beachbody takes care of that for you. Now, like I stated, you only need a social security number and to be 18 years or older with some money in the bank. So this is the first thing you're going to see when you're getting signed up. So clearly it says when you sign up today, you'll get a digital business starter kit with everything you need to get the ground running and an online coach, and that will be $40, so $39.95. After you set up your account, you have a chance to buy a challenge pack, blah, blah, blah. After 30 days, you will automatically be billed $15.95 per month to the credit card you provide to continue your coach business. So clearly, you have to pay a $15.95 business fee every month just to run a business with Beachbody, when in all actuality, it's kind of like you're paying them to advertise for them. You're paying them $15.95 just so that you can work for them, rather than them paying you an hourly wage or a salary. Next, you will fill out the first sign-up sheet, which clearly here you just put all of your information in, your name, your email, a password. Then you're going to go down and do your date of birth, your gender, which unfortunately they only have male and female, your social security number, and then you will go down to the bottom to read the terms and conditions if you do decide to read them, which I really recommend. Now, here is the next page you go to in order to sign up as a Beachbody distributor, like they like to call a Beachbody coach. Here they are wanting you to purchase a challenge pack, which costs anywhere from $160 to $400 or dollars. And because you buy this, they say in red, as you can see, plus purchase a challenge pack now and we'll waive your $39.95 coach sign up fee. What they fail to clarify and tell you, though, is that you don't actually have to buy a challenge pack that's $160+ if you don't want to, which, as you can see, that's not really explained much in this slide. It looks, when you're looking at this page, like you must purchase this whole entire package in order to get started, which is really shady in my opinion. So now what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down. I'm just going to select any one of these challenge pack programs just to show you an example of what it looks like. So here I'm just going to click on the cheapest one, the $160 one. You'll click on that, and then here it'll show you everything that you get with it. And then you scroll down and you choose which Shakeology you want, the flavor you want, and the type of packaging you want. But what I really am going to want to pay attention to is all of these hidden fees that are in these little words right here. Now here is where they get you all these little hidden fees. So now you're automatically on a Shakeology subscription. So starting in 30 days, you'll automatically receive Shakeology every month for $129.95, or $97 as a coach with your little discount. Then your Beachbody On Demand membership to get access to their workouts. After a year, you'll be billed $100 for every single year you want access to the workouts. Now you actually are on a nutrition membership. So after your first 30 days, you'll automatically have that membership for $19.95, or as a coach with the discount, $15. And on top of all of that you're already going to have to pay, you have your coach business service fee. So starting in 30 days, you'll automatically be billed $15.95 per month so that you can continue your coaching quote unquote business. These are where all of the hidden fees are at, you guys. This is where they get people, because who's going to remember to call all of these things and cancel them? It's very confusing. And as you've seen, it was super small on the screen whenever we were looking at it. So take that as you will. And then when you go to the next page, they give you a bunch of things that you can buy on top of what you're already buying and the fees you're already getting. So you can just click no thanks and complete your enrollment. And this is what I really want to emphasize about this whole signing up process and why I really showed it to you guys. And that's how you become a Beachbody coach. What are the requirements? So in Beachbody's terms and conditions on page 2, this is literally the requirements for becoming a Beachbody coach. You must be 18 years or older. You must be a resident of certain countries. You then need a social security number, federal tax ID number, or social insurance number, and you must buy a starter kit. You guys, that is literally it. That is all you need. This is the issue. It's the fact that anyone and their mother and their grandmother can sign up to be a Beachbody coach. I did it, guys. I was that person who just signed up. I had no qualification. In my opinion, I had no right to be giving anybody any sort of fitness advice, health advice, wellness advice, or anything like that, and telling myself that I was a coach just because Beachbody told me that I was. This is why it's so important for people to realize that these quote-unquote Beachbody coaches are not true coaches. They are just people that were 18, lived in a specific country, and bought a starter kit. It can be very harmful and can lead down wrong paths if you listen to people who are uneducated in this realm. So please, please, please pay attention to this when it comes to people signing up as these Beachbody coaches.
So in order to become a Beachbody coach, if you're 18, if you have a social security number, and you have the money to buy a starter kit, you can become a Beachbody coach. And they truly make you feel as if you are a coach, and even their CEO. I see their CEO spew all the time, Carl Deichler, yes, spew all the time, oh, you're a Beachbody coach, you're a gym owner. Like, how the heck are Beachbody coaches gym owners? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. So on top of this, I've actually done a previous video on how much money I lost being a Beachbody coach and how much money I made. So you guys can go check out that video if that is something that you guys are interested in. So I feel like that's going to be all. I went over who's the CEO, how the company started, what does the company provide, an explanation on their products, how the company advertises, what is their comp plan, explaining the binary compensation plan, what's their rank structure, income disclosure statement. I talked about their trips very shortly, which I will link down below. I also talked about their bonuses, which I would link part 1 of this deep dive down below. I talked about some of their lawsuits, which will be linked down below, and I talked about the jobs that are being taken. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am really going to be trying in the future to do more dives. I really want to get on a routine where every other week I am doing deep dives. So the 2 that are coming up is a deep dive on Lavelle and a deep dive on Herbalife's nutrition clubs and their like cafes that people have, which I will actually be vlogging my journey going to an actual nutrition cafe for Herbalife. So very excited for those. So I'm going to try and do a deep dive of an MLM every other week, or at least 2 a month. So definitely hold me to that. If you like this video, make sure you click the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, know that I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Friday, I talk about MLMs and scams. Wednesday are lifestyle videos. So subscribe, click that button if you want to see more of me. And then comment down below, what were your thoughts? What do you like about Beachbody? What do you dislike about Beachbody? What's something that you didn't know about Beachbody that you know now that, you know, maybe you were curious about? So yeah, I'm very curious what you guys thought of this video, and that will be all. I will admit, I was also very nervous to do this video because I didn't know if people would care, but you know, I'm trying new things on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.